Hey, 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 Virgo, what's going on? Glad to be back with another weekly reading. Man, I was grooving before this. Today I've been asking Source, give me a song. I'm going to sit here, I'm going to meditate, and then I'm going to ask Alexa to play a song, play music, and then whatever that song is going to be the theme of this reading. And yours.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Oh, Alexa, shut up. Sorry, I forgot I said her name. Oh, I'm in rare form today, man. Goofy, goofy, goofy. I love this energy. Anyway, Lose Control by Teddy Swims came on. I love that song. Man, if anybody walked in here seeing me, I would have looked ridiculous. I was going a little cuckoo in here. Somebody loses control when they're not next to you. So the theme this week, really, there's been a lot of love in the readings this week. A lot of reconciliations and healing happening and surprises. They're telling me surprises like just shock of, you didn't know that somebody else was doing something at the same exact time as you in a different way, and you had no idea. 1:11 on the clock. It's crazy. They also told me 77 is significant. And I have 777 on here. 77 degrees. Something about 77 being significant. They want you to trust that everything's happening at the right time, and it is going to happen. They don't want you to force anything, and okay? They want you to learn to relax. They want you to relax. This is a time to keep focusing on yourself. Man, listen to the Leo reading. There was a really good message in there, and the way they explained it in that reading will make complete sense for you, Virgo. It was a beautiful message, and I was like, man, I loved it when I said it, and I took it to heart. So pay attention to that message. That's got something in there for you. There's something about karmic relationships are at the forefront right now. There are so many friendships that we have, or relationships that we have, that we think are healthy that are really not. And those are going to be, those are being dissected and pulled away. So there's something about someone really wants to be with you, but they know they're not good enough for you right now, and they want you to kind of let them go. Yeah, they're wanting you to let them go for the time being because they know they know that you're in your head about them, and you're feeling a little bit rejected by them, and they want things to be fair for you. That's something like that happened in the Leo reading. They want it to be fair for you, but the truth is they're lost, and they're in this place right now where they're trying to learn who they are and heal and understand themselves. So they cannot, even if they wanted to communicate with you right now, they wouldn't be able to do it. They literally would not be able to do it effectively because they don't understand themselves right now. So if they don't understand why they operate the way they do, how are they ever going to be able to effectively communicate that with you? And if it comes across where you're constantly communicating to them who they are, it's going to sound like criticism. They need to figure this out for themselves. They have to be able to do this for themselves. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty hard for this to come together. But there's so much passion, and the thoughts are intense, constantly thinking about each other. And they want you to know that they really love you. They do. They're trying to figure out how to figure things out for themselves so that they are a better person for you at this time. Okay. Unexpected knocks at the door could be present for you. I just had an unexpected knock. Could be from a mail. They want me to grab some messages, so I'm going to do that. This is a past love, somebody that you've had some experience with. Somebody that this is somebody that you've messed with before. Somebody ghosted. They think you're perfect. They have mother wounds. Look, they know that you've games are being played here, okay? But do you see what's going on? This is a progression here. All right, when they think about you, they cry. All right. Their mother has a big influence on how their behavior as an adult. All right. They're trying to learn to heal those mother wounds right now. And as they heal those mother wounds, that is going to expose them and make it easier for them to understand. Like the veil is lifted to where they understand, okay, I can see where they thought I was playing games with them. I can see where I kind of ghosted. I got what I wanted, and I didn't communicate effectively, and I got scared and pulled away. And there's just like a cycle, and they're going to understand why they went through this cycle by their mother wounds that they're healing. After this is healed, they fully plan on coming back. They do. It's like they see you. It's like they're going to be seeing you looking good, moving on. They're going to see you. They're going to compete for you. They see you as perfection in their eyes. All right. They are very attracted to you. Not, and I'm hearing your mind. It's your physicality, but it's more so your mind, your brilliant mind, and the way that you communicate. Thank you for the confirmation. I just had a notification go off on my phone. Yeah, see, look, Eye of Oracle. So there you go. 33 on the clock as I said that. So they are in, this is where they're at. This is the place they're in. So right now, the source is wanting you to stop focusing on them and their healing. This is nothing you can help them with. You can't step in and be mother. They have to learn to do that. Otherwise, they're going to constantly play games with you and ghost you thinking that you're being critical of them. They've got to learn this. They've got to take this on for themselves. This is an inside job, not something you can handle for them, okay? But they are doing it, okay? They are doing it. Okay? You are going to have some new love offers as you start giving this other person space. Yeah. Look at that. You're going to have a lot of new passionate relationships entering your life. There's so much new here. Look at this. You've got the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Page of Wands. All right, so they're giving me a couple energies. First off, you are going to have opportunities today. You are going to have people who want to wine and dine you, want to take you out and get to know you better, okay? But having said that, this other person, as they heal, this is what they're thinking about. They're already thinking about it. It's just the wounds are more prevalent, so they can't see the value in you the way that you deserve it right now. Do I need to say that a little louder? They cannot see or feel the value in you the way that you deserve it because they don't see the value in themselves. They've got this critical message going on inside of them that they need to work on. But when they do and they come back and they are in their heart space, here is that romantic gesture. Here's that love offer, and it's going to be something new, and it's going to be based on a spiritual foundation. This, for me, this is a spiritual awakening card, and that's exactly what this masculine is going through, is what it feels like. Yeah, this is exactly what they're going through. So you don't need to be concerned with anything else, okay? Like, just pay attention to yourself, doing things to find relief and feel good, exploring new things about yourself. That way you have, it's like, let them see a new fresh side of you too. Let yourself be revitalized and invigorated by the new that you implement without them. Be that independent badass that you are, okay? Be that independent badass. I'm getting feminine as well. They're saying it goes both ways. So it doesn't matter if you're a male, female, it doesn't matter. They're saying there are women that are going to be following you. And they told me to take that literally, as there is a woman who's going to be, there's a woman that's actually newer to her spiritual awakening. Okay? And someone knows that, and there's another offer, and someone knows that this is the new offer I'm talking about now. They know that, and they want to have some type of partnership with you. And this is, I'm getting a strong spiritual vibe from this. Very, very spiritual. Okay. So there's a couple new important relationships on the horizon. One, a healed one from the past, and another one's going to be with a new spiritual connection. You know, they actually want me to use whatever you're doing right now. They just want you to know you're in a temporary place. You don't have to worry. They don't want you to be attached to any outcome. All right. They are making sure that everything's coming to fruition. So what you're experiencing now, just know it's short term. Okay. Just know that. They want you to get away from the monotonous, get away from the relationship right now. Focus on yourself. That's what the other person's asking of you too in the spiritual realm. That's what's going to benefit both of you and help you come into union if that's what you want. And secondly, it's that you need to be inspired. Look, the inspiration's on the card. Brilliance. You discover your own genius by breaking away from the grind to follow your own inspiration. Your ideas bring recognition. So this is how you step into the spotlight in your own life. This is how you build your confidence, your independence, your stability. It's like you're radiant. There's something about you being radiant. You're manifesting this through the new activities that you have. So even though you're starting something new, um, I got to focus on that for a second. Okay. So even, oh, this is great. I love how this came out. Hold on. Whatever you're doing right now that doesn't feel so satisfying, know that it's short term and know that it's the foundation. It's like it's like you are starting the foundation. And as you implement new strategies on this foundation of whatever it is you're doing, little by little, there are going to be very fast changes. Okay. Very fast changes. It's just like, you know what? Grin and bear it for now. Whatever it is you're going through, just grin and bear it. Save face, all right? Try, just be respectful in whatever it is and keep working on whatever it is you're doing, like this. If you're doing it privately, a side hustle, keep doing that. Whatever, like, this is a fast change and they want you to know that. So this is short term and fast change. So as soon as you start implementing these new things, so let's just say you want to be a spiritual, I gave this in another reading, I gave this example. You want to be a spiritual teacher on a big stage, traveling the world, helping, healing, having coaching programs, and you are new to spirituality and awakening to your gifts, right? You want to do that, but you have to start out. Maybe they have you start out in tarot and you don't like tarot so much. And I'm just giving this as an example because this is what I'm doing right now. As far as it's just an easy example. So you don't like it, but you have to grin and bear it, save face, keep doing what you're doing, but implement the other strategies, whatever it is they're having you do, some type of skill, some classes, build skill building things. They want you to start doing that and realize that as you start doing that, that is what causes the fast change. So even though you're at the beginning of learning something, of learning how to draw, of learning how to do tarot, of learning how to sing, of learning how to sew, of learning how to play piano, of learning how to create your own e-commerce business, whatever it is, even if you're at the beginning of it, just you starting it puts your energy in the vibrational place it needs to be in consistently to affect it enough to make this change fast. The reason it's happening so fast is because you keep putting off the things that seem like minute and little and insignificant. But the reason they're so important is because it shifts your energy and gives your body and like it gives you momentum. It starts adding momentum to that feeling, like, ooh, and then once you start catching a good glimpse of that feeling and you feel good doing this activity because you like the way it makes you feel, then you start really gaining momentum, and that's where the fast change comes in. Okay? You may be in a place where you don't like your atmosphere. You don't like, there's something that you don't like right now, right? But just, try to ignore that and focus on these new little things as much as you can and know that this situation is short term. There's fast changes, short-term and fast changes. This can happen quickly. I feel like I'm going to get, where are those sticks? Let me grab them. All right. I got to feel these out. This one is sticking out to me. Let's see. When and how. What's valuable to you? Thanks to life lessons you've learned, the answer is always changing. What was once important will no longer seem so later. After 2 months, you have the ability to stay ahead of your problems and be successful, just not in the way you would have thought. Do you see how that just coincided with everything I said? And it gave you a time frame. So what it's saying is what's valuable to you is this relationship and having a partner and what they're saying is even the partner's 5D self is saying take time away, take space away from this person and focus on yourself, focus on the new things, focus on the lessons that you've learned. And when you start focusing on these new things, it's going to raise your vibration and put you in that vibrational set point to where you have big shifts happening for you within 2 months. And this is how, within 2 months, you can stay ahead of your problems. That's what it's saying. You are going to stay ahead of your problems and be successful. So no matter if it's financial, if it's emotional, if it's physical ailments, if it's a relationship, you will have a good hold on this if you start implementing those new strategies. All right? Let me see. I know 16, 17 minutes in. Let me just grab some letters and I'll get you out. Does somebody drive a Jag? I don't know. I just have Jag here. Maybe that's a nickname. AJ. Initials JA or AG. I have bass or bass. So maybe somebody likes to go fishing. Or somebody like really into like, stereo systems or something, likes to, maybe they work in a nightclub or they like to make music. Musician of some sort. This eye is out by itself. And somebody runs. Look, ran is right here. Yeah, and they want you to let them go for now. They're trying to work through their mother wounds. I have MYBG. I just looked down in here and right away my eyes went to the X. EX. It was right there. And I do feel like there are some men here. I have Laker. Somebody likes the Lakers or they live by a lake. Look, and then bass came out here. So somebody likes to fish. Yeah, there's something about fishing. I feel it. And look, I'll look down and there's a damn swan. And what do? They swim in water. I'm hearing the name Zola. Something about Zola? Valerie? Glenda? Donald? And I'm hearing Hanson. I don't know if that's a last name, first name somewhere. Something about Hanson. Okay. The letter O stayed out. The letter A stayed out. H stayed out. And X stayed out. Ass is right here. So now with base, maybe you are somebody who's got a lot in the trunk, okay? I love it. I have a lot in the trunk. White girl with a ghetto booty. Ghetto booty. Ooh. I have hola, 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 right here. Hola. So maybe you speak Spanish or from that part of the world. I don't want to say it, but okay. I saw BJ earlier. I gotta say this. I saw BJ earlier, and then I just mixed these up, and now I have blow all together. Somebody thinks you give good head. I just gotta say it. All right, good for you. I'm just kidding. Oh, crystal, crystal, crystal. Okay, I think that is it. You know what? I just heard something about. Oh, mom is right here. MOM. And I heard something about Monday. And you know, mom upside down is wow. Something about a Monday being significant. Ooh, life changing. And look, life is right here. LIF. Where'd that E go? I just saw it. F. I just saw it. Oh, I thought I saw it. But I did. I just heard life changing and I saw life. Yeah. Something good's coming your way and somebody's thinking about that booty. That they are not joking. Look, I have jokey. Do you like to, do you guys joke around a lot? Are you funny? We could be friends if you do. Love you guys. I'll see you in the next one, Virgo. Peace and love.